Hello and welcome back to my channel ACEoGOLD. This is Mitch Lafleur coming to you from Golden, British Columbia, Canada. Today we have a round at my local course. This is a new course, only about a year old. I've only been playing for about 9 months, so bear with me. Here we go, starting on hole number 1. Hole number 1, throwing a backhand, T-bird 3, do a little high, it's going to flex back, should land near the basket. Tap this one in for a birdie. -1 after 1 hole. Coming up to hole 2 is a challenging uphill hole with a side hill green. Here I am off the tee going for the right hand gap with my destroyer. Trying to throw a bit of a hyzer, pulled it a bit right and high. Somehow got lucky and got through. It's a bit of a bad roll. Dog tried to come get my disc, but he didn't get it. Here's my approach for birdie, just trying to lay it up there, but it slides back down the hill. My putt for par on an elevated basket. Just trying to make sure I get it up and hard enough to make sure I hit some chains. Elevated baskets are always a bit more of a challenge. Made the par there. Again, just try to putt it up a little stronger when you're on an uphill basket. Still 1 under after 2. Hole 3 is a short downhill hole. I've aced once with my leopard. Just trying to give it a little flick shot here. Throw it up by the basket. Threw a little high and right. It's going to leak out, but should leave me a putt for birdie. Put it in for birdie, 2 under after 3. Moving on to hole 4, it's uphill, par 3. Trying to throw a backhand hyzer here, get it through the trees and around the corner up to the basket. Threw it a little high and inside, got lucky, took a kick off a limb and landed up by the basket. Short tap in for birdie. 3 under after 4 holes. Hole number 5 is a short downhill hole, dog leg to the right. Just trying to flick my leopard here and let it crash towards the basket. Threw it a little high again and it dives a little bit to the right. There's another birdie putt, 4 under after 5. Hole number 6, trying to throw a backhand hyzer through the gap and get it up to the basket. Pulled it to the right, hit the first tree, it was a shank. Here I am trying to throw a flex beast shot up to the basket, pulled it over to the left. Left myself with some work for par. Here's my first long look at par, probably 33 feet. Trying to get it into the chains. Looks high enough. And right into the middle. Man, was I excited. Saved my par. Moving on. Still 4 under par. Coming up to hole 7. A long dog leg to the left. Normally I throw a forehand. Trying to backhand here. Quite rounded over, pulled it over to the right. Luckily hit a tree and kicked back to the middle. My approach out here, just trying to throw it up near the basket, a layup, but pulled it a little to the right. Went through the trees, got lucky, didn't hit anything, landed right up near the basket. Going for that putt, was a little left side. Thought I was going to miss it. Parred that one, still 4 under. Moving on to hole 8. Hole 8's a long dogleg to the left. Trying to throw a hyzer shot around the trees. Slipped a little off the tee, got it a bit high, caught some limbs and knocked down. Throwing my approach shot, just trying to get it up near the basket. A little hyzer around the trees. Came in a little quick and took a big skip. Left myself with a bit of work for par, more than I wanted. Made the par putt, moving on to hole 9. Hole number 9. Another hole I've aced with my leopard. Just trying to throw a forehand flick, get it through the trees and land it up by the basket. Hit the gap, turn towards the basket, nice skip, have a really short tapping for birdie. 5 under after 9 holes. Moving on to the back 9, hole number 10. Trying to throw a backhand hyzer to the right hand gap with my T-bird 3. Threw a little too hard, it stood up, kept kind of straight into the trees, but luckily enough I'm up near the basket. I have a short putt here for birdie to go to -6 after 10 holes. Moving on to hole number 11, the only par 4 at the course. Trying to throw a forehand distance driver. It's overstable, trying to give it a hard flick here. Threw a little high left and it's starting to crash. Dove to the right. Left me on the right side. I had to trying to throw a flex shot beast here. Threw a little low and turned it over. A little higher and softer would have let it flex in there. Here's my putt for birdie. Throwing around the tree, just crashing into the basket, almost, but got denied. Putt for par there. Stay at 6 under. Hole number 12 is a slight dogleg to the right. Trying to forehand flick a beast straight through the gap and let it crash to the right. Threw it a little high and left, but it's going to move back to the right for me and give me a chance for birdie. At circle's edge here, maybe outside of circle. Trying to give this one a run. Try to split the trees. It's a little low, a little left. Didn't really give it a chance. Come back for par. Moving on to hole number 13. Probably the hardest hole I've aced yet. I aced it with my beast with a little flex shot, but here I'm going with a more overstable, faster driver to the left and just try to do a big hyzer in there, but hit the dead tree. Basically trying to throw a layup here, but I actually gave it a bit of run near the chains. I'm just going to save my par and move on. Hole number 14, trying to throw something similar as to number 12, a forehand beast. Just trying to flick it out there, a little bit left and let it come back to the right. A little high, a little right. Crashed in with a big skip, but luckily hit the tree. Left me a short putt for birdie. Got me to 7 under after 14. Moving on to hole number 15, probably the most tunnel shot on the course. Trying to keep my T-bird low here with a little backhand Annie. Get it through the gap so I can flex back, but it's too far to the right, hit a tree and knocked down. Trying to go at this putt here, try to get him a bit of a run. Go for my birdie. Pulled it to the right about 5 feet, didn't really give it a chance. Coming back here for par, tapped in, no problem. Here we are at number 16, the hardest par 3 on the course. It takes 3 good shots to get a par on this hole. Threw a backhand destroyer, little overturned into the trees and knocked down. Just trying a second shot here with my Sidewinder, trying to do a bit of a hyzer flip up. Didn't quite get it flipped over, crashed into the left trees. Back to the destroyer. Trying to throw a forehand around the trees up to the basket. Threw a little inside into the trees, and I was pretty disappointed with that shot. Trying to do something similar here, throw it high and around, forehand shot. Worked out fairly well, got it up near the basket to give myself a putt for bogey. If I don't miss this, this is a double bogey. Probably pushing 35 feet here. Putt it is looking a little left side, but just caught the chains and dropped in, saved my bogey. As you can see, I was excited. Took a bogey, so we're back to -6 after 16 holes. Moving on to number 17, the shortest par 3. I've just recently aced this hole, flicking my Mako, so here I am trying again. Forehand flick shot. Got a little high to the right and hit the tree, knocked down. Probably a good thing. Left me with a putt for birdie. Barely made that in over the cage, low right side. As you can see, I was excited. Coming up to the final hole, hole number 18. Trying to throw a forehand overstable driver, highs it around that big tree, get up near the basket, but it pulled it a little left. Luckily enough, it left me with a shot to lay up here for my par. Get it up on the hill and try not to leave a death putt. Made a par and finished my round at -7. I just want to give a big shout out to the town of Golden for putting this course in. I think it's a really great thing, and I'll give a shout out to UDisc and Innova Disc Golf, and also to all the volunteers who volunteered at the disc golf course here to put this together. Thanks guys, and I hope I can bring more content to you like this in the future. Hey guys, I just want to give a big shout out to my wife Brandy for helping me video this, and also my daughter Ella for helping edit, as well as my son Owen for being Owen. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye.